Hi there, I'm Brian. I hope you're doing great today. Thanks for stopping by. This is the place where I share simple and useful health tips to help you feel better, stay active, and enjoy life more every day. So stick around, you won't want to miss this. And before we jump in, let me know in the comments what country you're watching from. I'd love to hear from you. After 70, every health choice matters. Every decision carries more weight than before. The body has changed, the risks have shifted, and the tools of modern medicine do not always bring the safety they once promised. For decades, we have been told that early detection saves lives, that more tests mean better protection, that scanning, screening, and searching will always lead to healthier, longer years. But the truth is more complex, because while some tests protect us, others can harm us. They can spark fear where none is needed. They can uncover illnesses that never would have mattered. They can begin a chain of treatments that weaken the body more than the disease itself. At younger ages, the balance of risk and reward is clear. But after 70, that balance begins to tip. Procedures once considered routine now carry heavier risks. A scan, a scope, a simple blood test. Each has the power to change the course of life in ways we may not expect. So the question becomes, which medical checkups after 70 are worth it? And which may cause more harm than good? Today we examine five health screenings that experts warn against in older age. Tests that can lead not to healing, but to harm. And in understanding them, we uncover a larger truth, that medicine is not just about survival. It is about the quality of the life we protect. Colonoscopy. In middle age, it is powerful. It prevents cancer. It saves lives. But after 70, especially after 75, the benefits begin to shrink. The U.S. Preventative Services Task Force advises against routine colonoscopies past 75 if earlier results were clear. The American Cancer Society says to stop altogether by 85. Why? Because colon cancer grows slowly, often over 10 to 15 years. At this stage of life, the risks, bleeding, bowel injury, anesthesia complications, outweigh the benefits. For many older adults, colonoscopy is no longer the safer choice. Prostate cancer screening, the PSA test. Once it promised early detection, but for men over 70, the recommendation is clear: avoid it. Here's why. Most prostate cancers at this age grow too slowly to shorten life, but a high PSA result can set off a chain reaction: biopsies, surgery, radiation. The side effects are lasting: incontinence, impotence, chronic pain. For many men, the treatment becomes a greater burden than the cancer itself. At this age, overdiagnosis is often the greater threat. Mammograms. They have saved countless lives. They remain one of the best tools for finding breast cancer early. But after 70, the picture is less clear. The American Cancer Society advises mammograms beyond 74 only for women in excellent health with at least 10 more years of life expectancy. The U.S. Preventative Services Task Force stops routine recommendations at 74. The risks rise. False positives become more common. Radiation exposure accumulates. And slow-growing cancers may lead to aggressive treatments that bring more harm than healing. For older women, mammography is no longer a routine, but a personal choice. Full body scans. The idea feels reassuring. See everything, detect anything. But in reality, they cause confusion. The FDA and the American College of Radiology warn against them for healthy people of any age. Scans often reveal harmless shadows, incidental findings, but once found, they demand answers. More scans, biopsies, surgeries. A simple image can spiral into unnecessary danger, especially after 70, when recovery is slower and every intervention carries greater risk. Full body scans rarely save lives, but they often complicate them. Routine blood panels without symptoms. Blood tests are valuable. They uncover problems hidden inside the body. But in older adults, routine panels can do more harm than good. Why? Because aging naturally changes blood chemistry. Numbers shift, levels fluctuate. Not every irregularity means disease. But once detected, doctors often act. One abnormal result can lead to follow-ups, new medications, and side effects worse than the issue itself. That is why specialists say, after 70, blood tests should be guided by symptoms, not habit. They should be precise, purposeful, focused. The bigger picture is clear. More testing is not always better. After 70, medicine's purpose shifts. It is no longer about chasing every possible disease. It is about protecting quality of life, function, independence, comfort. Unnecessary screenings can unleash a cascade of fear and interventions. What begins as a precaution can end in suffering. That is why leading organizations urge caution. The U.S. Preventative Services Task Force, the American Cancer Society, the American College of Radiology. Every decision should be personal, guided by history, by health, by goals. Because medicine is not just about adding years to life. It is about shaping how those years are lived. Sometimes the most powerful choice is the choice not to test. Because after 70, wisdom lies not in endless searching, but in protecting what matters most.
Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, share it with someone you care about. Because knowledge is not just power, it is protection. Remember, health after 70 is about wisdom, balance, and choice. Every decision should be guided by thoughtful discussion with your doctor and by what matters most to you. Stay informed, stay strong, and most of all, stay focused on living the years ahead with clarity, dignity, and peace of mind.